Hello students, in today's session we would be looking into recruitment, definition, purpose, objectives of recruitment, factors governing recruitment, centralized and decentralized recruitment. Recruitment or to recruit means to enlist, replenish or reinforce the manpower in an organization. That means to procure new manpower, to add to the existing number of human resources, to increase and strengthen the employees of an organization. It is an activity which follows human resource planning. We all know that human resource planning is a process of forecasting the demand for and supply of human resources for future activities of an organization. Recruitment is a crucial step in the employment process. It can also be said that recruitment is an important step in talent acquisition process. As a crucial step, it helps in attracting the right people with the right blend of skills and experience into the jobs of an organization, thereby aligning to the organizational overall objectives for achieving organizational success. Now, let us look into some definitions of recruitment. According to Flippo, recruitment is a process of searching the prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. Another definition by Keith Davis states that recruitment is the process of finding and attracting capable applicants for employment. The process begins when new recruits are sought and ends when their applications are submitted. Now, when we talk about recruitment, it also means, in other words, that recruitment helps in announcing job opportunities to the public and stimulating them in such a way so that a good number of suitable people will apply for job vacancies. Recruitment is a process of discovering the potential for actual or anticipated organizational vacancies. It can also be told that recruitment is a process of accumulation of human resources for vacant positions of the organization. Now, we will look into some purposes of recruitment. Recruitment is a process of bringing the prospective employee and employer and stimulating and encouraging the employee to apply for the job. Recruitment is a process that links the employer with the prospective employees. It also encourages and stimulates the prospective employee. Now, how does it encourage and stimulate the prospective employee? For example, a candidate who is searching for a job, when he looks at an advertisement in a newspaper, he would probably be encouraged to apply for the job based on the job profile and the skills that is mentioned in the advertisement. By reading that description of the job and the specifications that the organization requires, he would be stimulated to apply for the job. This helps in creating a positive impression about the organizational image. The second purpose is recruitment prepares inventory of people who meets the criteria. Creating an inventory means creating a database or a talent pool of candidates who meet the requirements of an organization. This enables the selection of best candidates for meeting the organizational needs. It increases the organizational and individual effectiveness. Now, recruiting the right people as per the organizational needs and requirements will help in getting the right fit of employees into the organizational culture, thereby helps the organization in achieving its overall objectives. Recruitment increases the pool of job candidates at minimum cost. While creating a database of prospective candidates, an organization with its job analysis will help in identifying the right candidates, who are the underqualified candidates and who are the overqualified candidates. Thereby, recruitment helps in increasing the achievement rate of the recruitment process. That means it helps in decreasing the percentage of recruiting either an underqualified or overqualified candidate. An underqualified or overqualified candidate are going to increase the cost. So this is prevented when we talk about minimizing cost. In an organization, there can be three types of recruitment. First one is called as planned recruitment. Second one is anticipated recruitment. Third one is unexpected recruitment. A planned recruitment arises based on the changing needs of an organization in terms of its growth and diversification. So as and when organizational needs changes, organizational policies are also changed. So it happens in a planned or a structured or a sequential manner as per protocols. The second one is anticipated recruitment. Anticipation is based on the changing trends. When an organization anticipates that movement of an employee in an organization changes, it can be internal movement or an external movement. It can also indicate that organizations can go in for anticipated recruitment when there are changing trends in external as well as internal environmental factors. Now the third type of recruitment is unexpected recruitment. Now this happens due to employee resignations, death of employee, accidents, illness, or any other unforeseen circumstances. Now, all these different types of recruitment helps in looking into the various objectives that help in achieving the effective recruitment process. Now, some of the objectives of recruitment are to attract people with multidimensional skills and experience. Many organizations look at people with experience and those who possess multidimensional skills, because when they do a planned recruitment and when there is job redesigning happening, employees can be put into different designations based on their talents that is available. To induct outsiders with new perspective, organizations require fresh blood at all levels, because They need to look at the changing mindset and the changing methods that is used by people in problem solving. Recruitment also helps in developing an organization culture, building an organization culture, which is a slow, ongoing, continuous process. Recruitment searches for people who are the best fit for organization. Now, this best fit is based on job analysis, demand and supply forecasting, and the availability of human resources in the labor market. Organizations do go in for recruitment in order to search for talents, not just within the organization but also globally, so that they are able to manage the changing environmental factors. Recruitment also helps in designing the entry level salary that needs to be based on quality and skills of employees rather than on number. So it is always a combination or a trade-off between quality and quantity of employees present. Recruitment helps in identifying and designing methods for evaluating the performance of employees based on their personality traits, behavioral traits, performance traits. So it also helps in looking at non-conventional, modern ways of developing and retaining talent within the organization. Next, we would look into the factors governing recruitment. Now, when we talk about factors governing recruitment, we all know that there are two types of factors which we have broadly classified as internal factors and external factors. The recruitment function of an organization is affected in government by a mix of various internal and external forces. The internal forces are called as the size of the organization, the recruitment policy, the image of the organization, and the image of the job. The external factors include demographic factors, labor market, unemployment situation, social and political environment, legal environment, and also sense of soil. Internal and external factors affect the recruitment function of the organization. The internal forces are the forces or factors that can be controlled by the organization, while the external forces are those factors which cannot be controlled by the organization. The organization has to adapt itself according to the external environmental factors. Now, let us look into the internal factors. The first internal factor is size of the organization. The recruitment process is affected by the size of the organization to a very large extent. Experiences show that large organizations recruit more candidates than smaller organizations, and large organizations find recruitment less problematic than small organizations since the activities happen at a larger scale. Second factor is the recruitment policy. The recruitment policy of the firm also affects the process of recruitment. The policy is concerned with candidates from outside the organization, in what ratio new candidates would be absorbed, in what ratio internal candidates would be promoted or transferred, and in what ratio would candidates be recruited from a traditional method, a modern source, or a third party activity. The image of the organization includes the goodwill, and that also affects the recruitment process. Organizations having good image attract potential and competent candidates to a large extent. Goodwill includes good public relations, visibility among the public, rendering public services, quality of life of employees. All these enhance the image and reputation of organization. Many a times organizations have called themselves as best employer of the year. Now this is also an example of image building of an organization. The fourth factor, internal factor, is image of the job. Jobs had a good image in terms of good remuneration, working condition, promotion facilities, career development and opportunities, and all these attract the potential and qualified candidates to a large extent. Now coming to internal factors, these are concerned with environmental changes that will take place in the external environment of the organization, that which the organization needs to adapt itself. Demographic factors, as we all know, demography is the study of human population in terms of age, gender, occupation, religion, composition, ethnicity, etc. Now these have a profound influence on the recruitment process. It goes in terms of the density of population in a particular locality, the urbanization, semi-urbanization of the locality, the domicile of people within a particular area, and the job opportunities available to them with reference to their skills and talent. Labor market constitutes the force of demand and supply of labor with reference to a particular industry. This demand and supply we have dealt with in detail in the second unit, and we can say that if demand for a particular job skill is high relative to its supply, then recruitment process is going to be very tedious. That means candidates have to put in more effort to get a job. On the other side, if supply is more than demand, then the recruitment process will be easier because the filtration is going to be an easier process. Unemployment situation talks about the unemployment rate of a particular area or a city or a state or a country in general, which is again an influencing factor in the recruitment process. If unemployment rate is high, recruitment process will be simpler and vice versa. Social and political environment also influences the recruitment policy. For example, change in government can have a direct impact on the recruitment policy of the company in terms of the rules, the regulations, the methodology that is going to be used in the recruitment cycle. Legal consideration with regard to employment provisions for underprivileged or different caste sectors also have a positive or a negative impact on the recruitment policy. It is mandatory for every organization to abide by according to the principle of legality. They have to follow it. Many a times in states or in areas of economic development, opportunities are given to employees or opportunities are given to people who are domicile, or that is they are residing in a particular locality. This is to help in the upliftment of an underdeveloped area. This is one way in which government looks at development of an underdeveloped area. Now this is called as sons of soil. So many a time, to enhance the standard of living of people in and around the vicinity of an industry or a factory, there needs to be a percentage of job opportunities and recruitment activities that have to happen for probably semi-skilled, unskilled or skilled workers. So a percentage of recruitment will be given to people of a particular locality who are domicile of the area, who are residing in the area. Now that is called as sons of soil. Next, we would look into centralized versus decentralized recruitment. Recruitment policies differ from enterprise to enterprise. For example, Indian Railways may follow a decentralized system of recruitment, while commercial banks may follow centralized system. In a case of centralized recruitment, personnel department or the HR department at the central office, or let us say the main branch or the head office, performs all the functions of recruitment. Whereas in a decentralized system, recruitment is undertaken at the zonal level or the branch level or at the unit level. Now both these systems of recruitment have their own merits and demerits. Let us now look at the advantages of centralized recruitment. Average cost of recruitment per candidate is relatively less. Now this is very simple terms, we can call it as economies of scale. The cost of recruitment per candidate is low because the number of people recruited is large. So in a centralized recruitment process, the head office probably will get the requisition from all the branches and the zonal and the unit heads, and they would compile it and conduct a recruitment activity once in 6 months or once in a year. So the cost of recruitment is cut down. More expertise is available. Since the whole process is a centralized activity, the service of specialists can be made available for recruitment at one particular head office. It also ensures broad uniformity among HR of various units. This is because it is going to promote centralized promotion and transfer procedure. So everything is going to be based on a format in a uniform structured manner, which is same across all branches and zones. It facilitates interchangeability of staff. One, it brings uniformity in selection process. Number two, because of this uniformity, transfer of employees from one plant to another becomes easy. So interchangeability, maybe even mutual exchange of staff due to personal reasons or uncontrollable factors can also be facilitated. It enables managers of units to concentrate on their operational activities. That is, the line managers of various plants or branches or sections or units can concentrate on their day-to-day activities, and they are relieved of the botheration of recruitment because the head office has got a set of experts who are looking into the whole process. It ensures most effective and suitable placement of candidates because the whole process is centralized, activities are scrutinized, and based on whatever is the requisition submitted by individual branches, the activity is going to be conducted. It also facilitates centralized training programs, uniformity, and minimum average cost of staff development activities. Now, since it is going to be the head office expert team who is looking into recruitment, they also keep track of movement of employees, that is transfers, interchangeability. They also identify who are the people who needs to undergo training, and training is conducted at a centralized location, and overall it helps in bringing down the average cost of HR activities in general. So they try to achieve economies of scale. And the last advantage is it helps in avoiding malpractices, bias and favoritism to a majority level. Next, we look into merits of decentralized recruitment. As I have already told you, decentralized system of recruitment involves recruitment that is undertaken either at a zonal level, branch level or unit level. So, concerned unit or branch or division concentrates only on those sources where it normally gets suitable candidates. Units can recruit candidates as and when they are required without any delay. Units also enjoy the freedom of developing, finding sources and selecting the techniques in stimulating the candidates to apply for the job. Individual units enjoy advantage about the availability of information, control and feedback of various functions and processes of recruitment. These are the four major advantages of decentralized recruitment. Now, concerned unit heads concentrates only on those sources where it normally finds. There may be certain areas where suitable candidates are available. In decentralized system, the trust will be only on those places where desired persons are available. The recruitment can be done as and when it is needed. So, delay in recruitment under centralized system is avoided. This is because in centralized recruitment, the units have to wait only when the call for comes. When they are decentralized, they can conduct the recruitment process as and when the need arises, because the units are well aware of the needs of the job and they also have an understanding of the social and cultural background of the available candidates. The recruitment can be done as and when required. They can identify their own technique, stimulate the candidates pertaining to their particular area and suitability. The units also have full information about recruitment process and feedback from the employee market. This will help in planning the recruitment function effectively. The units will be free to use any method to stimulate the prospective candidates to apply for the job. They can use the traditional method, they can use the modern method, they can use internal method, the external method, or they can use even the third party method. They have the full freedom because it is decentralized. The units can exercise better control over people whom they individually recruit when compared to those that is recruited through the centralized method. These are some of the advantages of the decentralized recruitment process. With this, we come to the end of today's session. These are 3 questions which I would like you to go through the video, understand and write back to me. The first question is, what is meant by recruitment? The second question is, what are the disadvantages of centralized recruitment? If you go through my slides, I have only mentioned the advantages of centralized and decentralized recruitment. I would require you to go through online notes, identify what are the disadvantages of decentralized recruitment and what are the disadvantages of centralized recruitment. You can write your answers on a sheet of paper, take a photo and WhatsApp to me with your name tag on our group. Thank you.